Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on your time zone, and welcome to Moral Compass 101. As always, my prayer has been you having a great day and greater days ahead, which I do believe you have had for a fortnight when we last had our topic. I'm extremely sorry that we didn't have a topic last week. This was due to unavoidable circumstances, and in specific, I had a counseling session which led to our times of recording. Having said that, I'll kindly invite you to please subscribe to Moral Compass 101 for them that have not done so, and keep sharing my videos so that we can keep spreading this knowledge. And let's engage on the comment section by commenting down there for interactive purposes. In our last topic, I alluded that your life is 100% your responsibility, where the term self-responsibility comes into play. And self-responsibility itself is an essence of self-control. And under the same umbrella of our 2026 theme, which is a human being who is becoming, the topic of the day will be locus of control. Locus of control, where the intriguing question will be, is your control self or circumstantial? So I will commence with the definition of what locus of control is. A locus of control is a psychological continuum concept, or a PCC, that refers to the degree to which someone believes they have or do not have control or agency over the occurrences and the outcomes in their life. How strongly do you believe that you are the boss of your own life? How strongly do you believe that you are the boss of your own life? This definition hence begs the question, to what degree do you believe that your life and the occurrences therein is your responsibility? To what degree do you believe that the occurrences and the outcomes in your life are your responsibilities? To better understand this question, or to better answer this question rather, I'll get you well first on the two types of locus of control. Some of these things that I do teach, I've written them in my books, and I think I profoundly wrote about locus of control in the book Street. But be it as it may, we have two types of locus of control, namely the internal locus of control and the external locus of control. Let's first deal with the internal locus of control. This is the belief that life outcomes are primarily the result of your actions, choices, and abilities or efforts, making you believe that you are in control of your destiny. That internal locus of control primarily states that the results of your life are out of your actions, your choices, and your abilities. And this belief brings you to a control over your destiny. Persons with this internal locus of control mindset or trait attributes life occurrences or outcomes, either success or failure, directly to their abilities, efforts, choices, and actions, or lack of them altogether. That when you have a sense of internal locus of control, you attribute your failures in life, all your successes in life, to your actions, your efforts, and everything within. You don't blame other people for whatever befalls your life, for whatever outcome that your life gives. This makes your life 100% your responsibility. This is a belief that you happen to the world. You happen to the world. You are in control of your life. And when you are in control of your life, the circumstances that surround you are not dictating your choices, your thinking, your efforts, your ability. Hence, you happen to the world, not the vice versa. With such a mindset comes a robust sense of personal agency, where a person takes a full responsibility for both successes and failures in their lives, as a depiction of radical accountability. A while back, we had a whole topic about radical accountability. I would please refer you to that video, and you shall see the extent to which we talked about radical accountability. But when you have internal locus of control, you believe that failures and success are in your hands, and this is a depiction of radical accountability. Individuals who hold an internal locus of control are known to excel in their pursuit of purpose and hence prosper in life. The second type of locus of control is the external locus of control. External locus of control is the belief that life occurrences and outcomes are largely dictated or determined by external forces like fate, luck, circumstances, and influential powers of people who are outside your control. That when you believe that life circumstances controls or dictates your life, you possess what we call external locus of control. This is a belief that the world happens to you. You don't happen to the world. You don't have any control. Hence, you cannot happen to the world. The world happens to you. With such a mindset comes a feeling that you lack control over your destiny and hence no need for personal agency, since your life dice is already cast. In the mother, they say the glove has already been drawn, and in my vernacular or in my mother tongue, they say girafu nejore. So when you have this kind of mindset, you shall always think that, or you always think that your efforts doesn't matter, because life is all about luck, fate, and circumstances. And your efforts at times without number and actions will be in futility. When you have that kind of mentality, you will live a mediocre life because your efforts, don't count. Unfortunately, on matters pursuit of purpose and prosperity, this mindset leads to a mediocrity and an inferiority complex mindset. that when you think that your effort doesn't matter, your abilities don't matter, then you are calling your shots for a mediocre life. However, this is a disclaimer. However, it's extremely imperative to know that locus of control as a psychological construct is neither a matter of either or, nor is it a strictly binary concept, but a psychological continuum where no one holds a pure extreme at 100% internal or 100% external in all areas of life. I'll explain this. Our locus of control is not cast on a rock or on a stone. This means you can hold 100% belief in one area of your life as an internal and hold 100% belief in another area of your life as an external. But there is also a disclaimer. A person might hold, that's what I just said, an internal perception on their career, profession, or occupation. A person might hold an internal perception on their career, on their occupation, or on their profession, and still hold an external perception on their social life or social relationship life, and vice versa, which instigates something we call a domain-specific locus of control, which is a bilocal or a context-dependent control orientation. See, when you hold a belief, a certain belief in a certain area, when you hold an internal belief in one area of your life and an external locus of control in another area, you possess what we call a domain-specific locus of control or a context-dependent control orientation, which is the ability to adjust on the rules, on behavior, decisions, or responses based on the rules, needs, and regulations. And that is healthy. That is healthy, because also what allows you, the people in your circle, your social capital also sometimes dictates your thinking. But to what extent do you let them control your career, your occupation, your purpose, your profession? That's where we draw a line. So, locus of control can lean towards external in this area of your life and lean towards internal on the other area of your life. And that is perfectly fine. In closing, while I'm well versed and hence not ignorant about the domain specificity on continuum distinction depending on an area of life, I'll repeat that. I'm not ignorant about the domain specificity on continuum distinction depending on the area of life. That's the specific domain, or domain specification is what we said. You can be internal on this side and be internal on this other side, or on this area or on this other side. I'm well versed about that. Having an internal locus of control in regard to your pursuit of purpose provides a deep insight into your decisions, your efforts, your resilience, and your personal accountability, where success, fulfillment, and prosperity awaits. that as much as domain specificity is crucial, is good, is acceptable, the area of pursuit of your purpose in life should be or must be in reliance or in belief of your internal locus of control, where you have full control over your purpose, and that will bring forth an insight of personal responsibility, radical accountability, resilience, fulfillment, and prosperity. Where even if your social life and relationships lean towards the external, your pursuit of purpose in life should lean towards an external locus of control, where you shall dictate the outcome of your success and failures and put effort, resilience towards your success and prosperity. Until next time, please stay safe and focus on having an internal locus of control over your pursuit of purpose, your career, and your occupation. Blessings and shalom.